Welcome to the setup manual for the HI-POD LX24. Let's begin by taking the tower out of the case and placing it on the ground. You may need to unlock two knobs on the base, one towards the silver ring and one lower by the slats that connect the legs. These will allow the legs to expand. Sandbags are required to be applied to the base when in use. This is not an option, so we require you to use your sandbags for safety. This is a light tower and the weight of the tower is not sufficient on its own. There are 5 locking points on the base of the LX24, 3 yellow safety collars and 2 black twist knobs which push into the unit and hold the tower in place. Now the LX24 is a tower that turns. That's the point of the way the camera moves. So to do this, you need to unlock the black knobs on the base so that the tower can rotate. You position the yellow safety collars in this position, one above the silver ring and one below where these bearings are in place to hold the position of your legs so that it won't shift when you open up these black knobs. Also notice the position of the black ratchets. They need to be positioned on the top one facing up and the bottom facing down so that they do not bump into the legs when you turn the tower. Notice the clearance that you need to make this happen. There is one additional point on the bottom. There's a yellow collar underneath of the black slats which go between the legs. You need to unlock this black knob as well, but position the yellow collar under these black slats to hold it in place so that the slats cannot shift lower than your position. Now find your HI-POD head mechanism, pictured here, with mounting pedestal at the bottom of it, and insert into the top of your HI-POD tubes. Notice that at the bottom of the L-shaped mounting area there is a ratchet which you must twist to tighten the tubes so the head connects firmly into the top of the tubes and will not come out. Now we're going to attach the HI-POD handle. Notice the 2 clamps on either side of the tube which are compressed to hold the tube by spinning the black X-shaped piece to the right. Also notice the black knobs on the tube are on the right side of this position. This allows for easier setup going forward. Now we're going to attach the handle to the head. At the bottom of the handle you will see 2 cables coming out from the unit, and then you will attach these to the cables coming down from the head with one cable going in one direction and the other in the opposite direction around the bottom of the handle. This creates a rounded surface for the handle to turn the round head in the proper direction. These cords must come out of the bottom of the handle, not the top. There are 2 large silver screws on the handle, and knowing the function of each screw will help you to use your unit more effectively. On the handle itself, between where the cables come out of the bottom, there is a screw that if you tighten it will lock these cables in place so they can't extend or retract. This is useful when elevating the tubes to unlock, allowing the cables to extend and then lock again for better control of the handle. The second screw is the position lock screw. If you tighten this, you'll leave the handle at a fixed position to lock off a shot. This way you could take your hand off the handle for a moment. If you unlock it again, you'll be able to twist the handle. Underneath the bottom tube collar and above where you've placed the handle, you will install the LCD bracket. Open the collar of the bracket as such and then twist the silver metal screw into place to grip it to the tubes. The LCD bracket has a long black metal extension which raises up about a foot above this locking point, allowing you to place the monitor more at eye level. Now it's time to attach the LCD to the unit. On the back of the LCD you will see a groove which will fit into the tip on the LCD mounting bracket. Just slide this into place, and then on the back of the LCD from the tip you'll see a round twist screw which will secure the position of the monitor so that it won't move while in use. You can see a closer view of that motion here. A very important consideration: when changing the angle of the LCD, unlock the ratchet on the bracket at this pivot point. Adjust the LCD to preference and lock again. Don't simply try to push the LCD as you'll harm the track on the back. Now it's time to install the battery on your LCD. Find the 2 silver prongs and match these prongs to the holes on the battery. You want to line these up carefully so that you don't bend the prongs. Line up the battery in the grooves on the mounting plate and slide into place. You should hear a beep. Notice the ratchet on the back of the battery. You're going to want to twist that out to the back so it does not interfere with the space you need to install the battery. To confirm you've provided power correctly, push the middle button on the LCD and you should see a blue screen. Find your remote in the case and attach it to the black platform provided on the handle. Now it's time to set up your camera. If you purchased the camera included with your unit, you will receive a Sony Handycam camera. The battery for the camera looks like this and attaches to the back of the camera itself. Many people have been confused as to how to charge the battery for this camera. Sony no longer includes external chargers. Leave the battery in the camera and plug in via USB. Underneath of the hand strap and the charging cable, you'll see a little door that you can open up. There are 2 ports inside of this door. The one you're concerned with is the rectangular skinny one called multi. You're going to find the Sony multi-port cable, which looks like this from your case, and directly connect it to the camera. At the end of this cable, you'll connect this cable called the D pigtail. Your setup should look like this. It is extremely important to apply proper strain relief to the cabling on this unit. This will extend your technology's lifespan. Take the cabling and apply a slack knot around the L shape of the head. This ensures that any pull on the cabling will pull at the knot and not on the ports of the camera. Open the door of your camera and find your HDMI port and plug in. Now we will mount the camera. Place the camera on the plate and then find one of the golden screws that are attached to the HI-POD head. Use this screw to sandwich the camera to the plate by screwing in from the bottom. This will ensure the camera will not fall off the plate. To finish connecting your cables, connect the remote pigtail to the long lank cable at this female port shown here to provide remote control signal up and down from the camera to the remote. The lineup is shown as such. To connect this to the remote, find the cable with the port shown here and plug in. Now find the HDMI cable at the bottom of the unit and plug into the LCD. Make sure that it is fully plugged in, as this port can be rather tight. On the plate of the HI-POD head, you will see a leveling bubble. This allows you to make adjustments to ensure that your horizon line will be even when viewing the field. You can adjust as such to keep the bubble in the middle. Now it's time to extend your HI-POD tubes. Open one of the black twist knobs and elevate the tubes to whatever height you desire. Turn the knob again to tighten in place. When bringing the tubes down, grab the pull above a collar and then unlock. Do not simply open the black knob, as the tube will shoot down. Above each collar, you will find a strap of Velcro. Use this to secure your cabling, as it not only helps to keep it neat and out of the way, but acts as a strain relief throughout your unit.